Look at this. I actually came this way and about took a piss on it before I realized as I was urinating, oh my God, this is a little creation. The way everything is placed up, and then like that. All the grass down here on the side. You know, that's something built that has a lot of broken tips. But what I thought was cool was this one looks like it's chewed off by the beavers. Almost like a spear tip. But yeah, honest to God, about peed on this thing. And it looks like it is what I would consider to be a structure. A lot of people out here walking around today. The weather is starting to get nice. But this up here is a little weird too. You got one coming along here, up in there. This is resting on it going under. This is resting on this going over. There's a little bit of potential there to boot, it looks like. I don't know, possible, but I've seen them building in here so many times. That's why I'm walking through here looking. So yeah, look at that too. That was probably them busting it off, letting you know, leaving a sign. That was probably an old sign of theirs too, or at the same time, in case you were wondering if it just fell or if Sasquatch did it. Super subtleties, but you gotta be aware. Analyze the scene. Whoa, speaking of analyze the scene, this is just as cool. Damn. Really cool. Wow, can you picture him just sitting right in there? Doesn't that look like what that's for? Oh my God, that is so cool. With the Y branch here, everything leaning up on this big branch. Damn, that is really neat. That is really cool. Right there and right there. Sasquatch creations. Right under the noses of the humans. They are just clueless, aren't they? Look at this placement. Right in the crook of the tree there, like the needle to the record. In the groove. See that? Doink. Probably placed by you know who. Caught them on thermal out here. So they're around doing their thing. Building out here. Probably look for ground impressions where their feet have been hitting, but pretty cool. All right, coming onto the trail from where I found those first two structures right here. Actually right there and right there. All along the river here, and there's another one. Pretty obvious, you know. Long pole put up. All this put over. Last time I was in the area, I left some Twizzlers on an old structure. So I wonder if he got them. But I think they're out here playing all the time, close to the road. But there's the ranger waving at me. Don't knock down the structures, dude. But yeah, gotta be friendly. And yeah, I wanted to go talk to the maintenance workers. I saw them come around. I was going to go up and ask them, you guys knocking down those Sasquatch structures? That they turned the other way at the lake. So I didn't get to talk to them when I was coming in, but pretty darn cool. Just knowing like Bigfoot's building so close, you know, as people just like recreate right around, you know, the areas of creation and stuff. It's fascinating that this can exist and it doesn't just stop the passersby really hardly at all. It's I don't know, human nature, whatever. But cool finds down at the very peaceful, serene creek down here. Okay, this is freaking me out. You know how I find like clumps of stickers all the time? I just turned off the video and then the stickers were stuck to my inner leg. I mean, I don't know. This is weirding me out because, I don't know, maybe it was stuck to my leg. I didn't feel it. I don't know what's going on. That is so weird. That is so weird. I don't know. Anyway, they don't grow in clumps like that. You got to clump them up. But I have no idea where my leg picked that up. Like, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I'm not trying to say, I don't know. Maybe it was stuck to my leg. I didn't feel it. I don't know. That is so weird to me. I don't know how that happened. Furthermore, I'm looking for some hair in here. Don't necessarily see it. I'll look closer, but gosh, that is weird. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, if I find anything else, sweet. If not, thanks for watching. Coming back here, walked all the way down the trail to the other end of this green belt section between roads. Looks like they're starting to build another structure here, which is cool. Even though we have this major burnt debris field here where there was a fire. He's still building, putting up some more stuff. So that's good. Cool to see. Ooh, look at this. Like all the, ends are split. Everyone, there's a bust there. That split open, leaning and hanging. Look at them. These ends are broken off. That's broken there. All the way down, hanging and dangle. I mean, I think that was handled by Sasquatch. Broken, fiddled with, and all that. Seems it, doesn't it? I mean, look at all those weird... This too, not so much. This, I don't know. But this definitely has some splits and some oddities to it. I find that compelling. I think you probably do too. Seems to be something that they do. And there's not many people here manipulating stuff. They're kind of walking around, walking by. Obviously, some kids are coming here. I don't know if it's at night. I don't know when it is because there's a lot of people here otherwise. So, look how they took the burnt one and laid it up. So, yeah. They like that burnt incorporation. Furthermore, what is this over here? Just some, who knows, possible X, signature X. Some other stuff put up here maybe. Y shape. suspended in the air. Kind of a highlight where something was ripped off and left that on. I don't know, could be. Who knows what it means to them? Who knows if that looks like two eyes in a deer skull? Who knows what that looks like to them, why they like that? Who knows if it's the split at the base, just like the split on this thing that I left on the log. The split at the tip right there. Who knows? Maybe it means something. Maybe that's part of what their language is or their communication is, you know? I'm not reading deep enough into it per se, but I think I'm documenting it well enough that anybody can see the repetition. So that's what it's all about. Good to come all the way down here, and I did have a little conversation. I don't know if I'll upload it because they didn't say much about Bigfoot. But the two guys that were working around the lake, I caught them when they were parked fixing a bench. And I said, man, Bigfoot's really busy down here, isn't he? And then they immediately switched the subject to beavers. And I said, yeah, the beavers are building teepees. The driver, he was a younger kid. He was laughing. But the guy did say something about, maybe I'll upload it. And this will be all replay. Talking about no trees being upside down yet. So, yeah, no. Bigfoot's getting out there in pop culture because of the TV, but you gotta be careful because the TV will teach you some BS too. Okay, folks, I'm gonna leave it at that. Cool area. I gotta get back to my truck. I've got obligations, but good to see you. Thanks for watching. See you later.
How you doing?
You guys cleaning up all that Sasquatch destruction down here or what?
No, that bench is kind of wobbly.
Oh, you fixing that? Nice. I always wondered about the dang broken trees down here, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I see so much stuff, I'm like, what the hell did
They
that?
haven't seen them go upside down in it.
Uh-huh, exactly. That means they're claiming their territory and then you're unwanted. No, I think that they're doing some stuff down here, you know what I mean? It might be a little close to humanity, but you'd be surprised what goes on at night, you know?
You never know.
Well, yeah, I know a lot. There's a lot that goes on down here. But
running wild.
that's true. They're building teepees and everything.
We had a big hole right up here the other day because where was that dam? It was right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, right over there is a big pothole from them digging a little cave.
And to get out
Really?
of the water.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I never friggin' see them. They're just nocturnal, huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm always like, when the hell do they do the work? But they're busy.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right, fellas.
All right, have a good day.
Nice talking to you.